one mindset to get 90% accuracy in critical reasoning and reading comprehension. Hi, my name is Mandeep. I'm a GMAT coach and founder of GMAT Mantra. So if you can understand, if you have been preparing for GMAT for some time, so reading comprehension and critical reasoning, these two sections are 100% based on your understanding. So if you can understand what you're reading, irrespective how much practice you do, you will not be able to get questions right. So if you just take care of one thing, and that one thing is very basic, that is to understand, that is to infer. So when you read reading comprehension, or you read CR passages, or you read options of reading comprehension, or you read options of critical reasoning, the only thing you need to focus on is that when you read something, ask, what does it mean? What happens, maximum students, if you have been practicing for critical reasoning and reading comprehension, they always come up to me and they said, okay, I always get confused between two options. So when I discuss, because normally when I work with the students, I ask them, solve this question in front of me. So what I normally see is that when they're stuck between two options, in the last, normally we have 2 minutes, so they invest properly 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. In last 30 seconds, they just lose their patience and then they just mark anything. So I ask them, have you ever read that option, the option that you are confused in? So they don't even read those options and then they just take the quick decision. So if you do that, how do you expect that you can get the questions right? So when you're stuck between two options, then read one option and then ask, what does it mean? So without even understanding, we take decision. So if you just get this one mindset right, that whenever I'm stuck between two options, because normally those who have done some bit of practice, they are able to eliminate 2-3 options. They are normally stuck between two options. So when they're stuck between two options, read one option and ask, what does it mean? Read it closely. I call it as close read, or you infer something, or what does it mean? So when you ask, what does it mean, you actually understand, and then you can easily get the question right, because it's 100% understanding based. Don't get emotional, okay, oh, I don't understand this thing, because every question is a new question, every passage is a new passage, there is no pattern. Okay, don't hide, okay, I get, oh, these type of questions are right and these type of options are wrong. Nothing like that. Everything is based on understanding. So when you practice, always set a target that I have to understand what I read. Okay, what happens is when they're practicing questions, for most of the students, they're just behind, okay, I have to get this questions right somehow. And when they go for somehow, they're not even focusing on exactly what I need to do. See, what exactly you need to do is to understand. But if you focus on, okay, without understanding, I will get the questions right, it will not happen. And the biggest mistake students do is that when they practice, they practice so much and they read so fast without even understanding, and they develop a habit of reading fast without understanding, and their accuracy never increase. There are students who have been practicing for a year. The only thing that they need to focus on is to understand what they are reading. But there is a panic, oh, if I understand, probably I'll waste a lot of time. But understand, if you don't get the questions right, how will you get the score? So focus on getting the questions right rather than attempting more questions, because you get score for right answers or the correct questions, not for number of questions you attempt. Okay. So again, I'm repeating, whenever you do RC or CR, when you're reading the passages or doing the questions or reading the options, always focus on understanding. Whatever you read, ask yourself, what does it mean? Thank you.